Hey everyone, welcome to Hot Topics Live. It's 2 p.m. on Monday here inside the Home Bakery Business Tips Facebook group. This is what we do. Take 15 minutes out of your busy day to learn a new tip or strategy to help you grow your home bakery business. So I want to thank you all so much for joining today. I am so excited about today's topic because it is full of ideas. I love giving you creative ideas that you can run with. And today is going to be totally jam-packed with great ideas for you. So today I'm sharing the best-selling menu items from 2022. So I've asked a lot of home-based bakers what you're selling, what sells well, what doesn't sell well, and I've put it all into this massive list. And today I'm going to be sharing it with you to get you inspired, to give you some fresh ideas. And if you're just getting started, to help you kind of know what's selling really well right now. So this is going to be one of those trainings that's good for everyone. Get out a piece of paper and a pen, because you're going to want to grab some of these great ideas. So first and foremost, before we jump into the topic today, I always love to welcome everyone who's watching, because I really do appreciate you taking time out of whatever it is that you're doing right now to jump in on this training. And I love that our family is growing bigger by the week. So first, shout out to all our new members who joined Home Bakery Business Tips this week. I'm glad that you found us. And hopefully you're checking out this as your first Hot Topics Live. They happen every week here inside the Facebook group. And it's just a great way to continue to grow your home bakery by staying focused on one task at a time. So welcome to our new members. Shout out to everyone watching live right now who's over in the comment section. Hello to you. I see you. I'm glad you're here. I love reading your comments while I'm doing these lives, and then I want to say hello to everyone watching over on YouTube. Our YouTube family's growing too, and I'm just so happy that you have taken a few minutes to join this, either live or on the replay, wherever you are. Glad you're here. All right, now let's get into it, because we got a lot of stuff to cover. So I'm going to be sharing best-selling items from a lot of different categories. And so if something jumps out at you as something you really want to try, by all means, jot that down. I also want to hear it in the chat though. So let me know, like, if this is a good idea, give me a thumbs up, or tell me like, yes, this sells really well for me, because this list is compiled from not only my experience selling, but yours as well. So if I miss something, be sure to tell me, okay? And before we jump in, I want to clarify that not all of these items are legal to sell in every state. And that's just part of the home-based bakery game. Everybody has their own state requirements for what they are allowed to sell and what they aren't allowed to sell. So I may name a few, then you're just like, oh, I wish I could sell that, but I can't. That's okay. Hang tight. I'll name some good ones that you can sell. And just keep in mind, I'm not recommending that you sell all these. That would be insanity if you tried to sell all these, but you're going to get some good ideas here today. So how did I come up with this list? I've quizzed you all in the group. I asked you what some of your best-selling items are, and just compiled this list that way, as well as combing through a few of my favorite other Facebook groups and asking members of the Bake Better Academy what they're selling and what is selling well. So it's sort of a kind of a mashup of all of those different resources. Oh, and my email list. I always forget to mention them. I should add you guys to my shout out. Hello to anybody on my email list watching. It's a big group. I forget to add them though. So some of you cross over into those different categories. All right, enough of that. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about what is selling well right now in 2022. So I would be completely crazy if I didn't start out with, what should I start out with? It's a toss up. Let's start with quick breads and yeast breads. So while yeast breads may be like they're in that category, they're not the big seller. Quick breads by far, you guys are telling me that quick breads are selling like crazy. So quick breads in the full loaf size, yes. But quick breads also in the mini loaf sizes, and there's several sizes of minis. You can do the itty bitty mini, and then sort of like a half of a full loaf mini, and then the full loaves. But don't forget that you can also sell your quick breads by the slice. The reason I love doing that is because someone might not know if they love your flavor yet. If they buy a slice of it, then they can find out, and then maybe they'll order the whole loaf. So quick breads and all of their varieties are selling like crazy right now. And I would love to hear from you if you're live or watching this on the replay, what your flavors of quick breads are. So in this quick bread and yeast bread category, I've included a lot of different things, and let's just run through it. Sourdough bread. If you're a sourdough baker, shout out to you. I love my sourdough bakers. But also loaves of yeast breads are selling really well right now. And one of the reasons why is because with that spike in the grocery costs, ingredient costs, when you go to the grocery store, you're paying more for everything. The price of bread has gone way up, but the price of flour has not gone up proportionally. So if you've been on the fence about selling a loaf bread, now might be a good time to do it, because the price of loaf bread in the store is ridiculous. So yours won't seem so out of proportion. The home baked variety, plus it has a million other reasons why it's great. But loaf breads is a great time to jump on that. Focaccia, if you're a focaccia specialist, I know we've got a few of you here in the group. Focaccia, especially using high quality ingredients, high quality olive oil, and great quality toppings. Focaccia sells really well. Scones of all varieties are huge sellers. We mentioned the quick breads, mini and full size. What else is in the yeast bread group? I kind of said it just now. Cinnamon rolls. So yeast breads, quick breads, I put cinnamon rolls in that category, and cinnamon rolls, those are 1 and 2. Those are 1 and 2. Quick breads and cinnamon rolls. If you don't have a quick bread or a cinnamon roll on your menu and you want to, I encourage you to do it, because those sell like crazy. With cinnamon rolls, though, don't forget to try something slightly outside of the box. Add different flavors inside your filling. I have seen people doing so many fun things with their filling flavors. And then also consider different sizes. Big jumbos, full pans, minis. The sky's the limit with how you can size those. Also, change out that topping and turn it into a sticky bun. Sticky buns are selling as well. And I just read a baker's menu with, shout out to Kim from my Big Better Academy program, for a rhubarb cinnamon roll. I mean, how amazing does that sound? All right, in this category, also muffins. Muffins are kind of a staple for so many people. I know a lot of you are huge muffin sellers, and muffins are great to adapt to the season. So change out your ingredients, add a seasonal flavor like a cranberry, white chocolate, pumpkin, cinnamon, ginger, whatever the time of year is. I'm naming the fall flavors, but adapt it to any time of year. Big soft pretzels are selling, and I can't wait to be experimenting with this. I've got my recipe set aside. I'm really excited to add big soft pretzels, and that's one that is also trending right now. Biscuits of all sorts. So biscuits are really sort of a variation on scones, but savory, herbed biscuits, things like that. Biscuits are trending. I did one on my menu last summer where I called it Just Add Gravy Biscuit 6-pack. And I put them in the 9-inch aluminum pan and sold them that way. And I sold it out of those every morning at the farmer's market, just because people love that idea. So Take that if you want. Just add gravy biscuits. So that's a great seller. And then brioche donuts. Brioche and donuts. I have it listed as brioche donuts, which sounds really good, but I think I meant brioche and donuts. But hey, why not a brioche donut? So I was at a farmer's market last weekend, 2 weeks ago, and donuts were selling like crazy. Apple cider, chocolate, pumpkin, so much variety with donuts. And I should add bronuts to that category. I think I've got them over in a different category, but brioche and donuts or brioche donuts. Okay, so that is our number one category. Number two, I hope you guys are getting some good lists. And I'm going to race through these because I want to get through this in the time frame that we have available. Drop cookies and iced cookies. That is drop cookies are blowing up right now. So big drop cookies. And stuffed cookies. Colossal cookies is another way to say it. Those are super trending right now. And if you are selling colossal cookies, stuffed cookies, or drop cookies, I would love to know the flavor that sells best for you. So let me know in the comments, either live or on the replay. Iced sugar cookies, those are going to be a staple for a long time to come. Iced sugar cookies are still selling. How about macarons? French macarons, macarons, as a lot of people call them. French macarons are still selling really well. And gosh, some of you are so creative with your flavors. It's amazing. I love to see it. I have to say that's not one of my favorite things to bake because I just don't have the patience for it. But I love seeing all the other flavors that you guys are coming up with. Cookie dunkers. Cookie dunkers are when you put them in a cup and it has a cup of frosting with it. Those are so great for in-person events like farmers markets and festivals, especially if you change the cutout shape of your cookie to make it seasonal. So leaves, fall leaves, and a maple dipped frosting makes it a fall one. Change it up every season. Cookie cakes like in a pie tin, in a 9-inch pie tin, decorated with frosting, so a chocolate chip cookie cake. Yes, please. That sounds amazing. DIY cookie kits still selling, especially during times of the year when kids are out of school. Gives them, their parents, something to entertain them with during holidays, get-togethers, things like that. So DIY cookie kits. Paint your own cookie kits. Still a big seller. How about cookie sandwiches? I've seen a lot of people doing these right now. So like some people call it a whoopie pie or a sandwich, but 2 cookies with sandwiched with frosting or buttercream in between. And it allows you to get a little bit more flavor variety in there as well. Meringues, French meringues, which are just an egg white and sugar type of cookie. Now that one I have patience for. I've made a fair share of those and I love them. You can flavor them, you can color them, and they're nice and low calorie too. So it's always great to have things for every type of shopper or customer. Dipped Oreos, still a big one. Some really creative chocolate melters, melted molded chocolate decorators with their dipped Oreos. Those are a popular one. Biscotti is a great one. Biscotti has a long shelf life as well, so you can bake it every 2 weeks if you need to and still have some inventory to sell, kind of cut back on all of the work you have to do on baking day. Brookies, that's sort of the blend between a chocolate chip cookie and a brownie. I keep seeing those at Trader Joe's thinking, I need to make those because they look amazing. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Oatmeal cream pies, that's my last one in the cookie category. So tons of ideas here. Let's talk dipped things. I'm going to race through this one because dipped things, there's lots of things you can dip. If you live in a state that allows you to dip, my state does not allow us to dip, but many of you guys do. So dipped pretzels, dipped strawberries, if you can dip fruit, dipped apples. Yeah, I did those when I had a retail store. Sold like crazy. Dipped Rice Krispie treats, dipped Oreos, Cakesicles, dipped graham crackers, especially bonus points if you're going to make your own graham cracker. Dipped marshmallows, again, a homemade dipped marshmallow, premium stuff. Brittles, caramels. Oh, I have dipped and chocolate. Candies, chocolates and dip things in this category. Let's see, where was I? Brittles, caramels, and the hot cocoa bomb, hot coffee bomb. I need to know from you guys, is this still selling? Let me know in the comments below the video or in the chat. Hot cocoa bombs, are they coming back this year? Let's take an unofficial poll. Fudge, yes, please. I stopped at a store recently. It was all fudge and her flavors were amazing. I brought the woman who cat sat for me, brought her a pretzel, sea salt, dark chocolate fudge, and she said it was amazing. So the flavors that people are putting in fudge are so good. Puppy Chow and Chex Mix. Many of you say that that's one of your best sellers at in-person events. People might not think to order it, but they're buying it in person because it's so great to munch on. Let's talk cakes and pies. Custom cakes, those are always and forever going to be here because everyone always has celebrations. Tray cakes, this is when you bake it and sell it in the same container, and so many nice ideas for decorating. Also, just FYI, tray cakes are a great way to get your foot in the door as a cake decorator. If you're not feeling super confident about your decorating skills, tray cakes, you don't have to get your sides nice and smooth. It's just a little easier way to start. So if you're thinking of starting cakes, try a tray cake. Cake by the slice, cake in a jar, cake parfaits, layers of cake and filling and cake. Yes, please. Cupcakes. Yeah, we're going to go right past that one. I got a lot to say about cupcakes. Bundt cakes. Several people in my coaching club are bundt cake specialists, and large and small. So lots of different bundt cake bakers out there because they're selling coffee cakes and crumb cakes. Yum. Yes, that sounds delicious. By the slice, by the whole, as a mini. Cake push pops. I know a few of you are still doing those. I did them a long time ago. Haven't done them in a while, but cake push pops are on my list. Whole pies. Oh, these are my pie people. Whole pies, small pies, large pies, pie slices, mini pies, hand pies, turnovers. And I want to add crumbles and crisps to that category as well, because there's so many things you can do with fruit, whether it has a bottom crust or a top crust or both or streusel, so much that you can do there. Now, what's missing? I've got two categories left. Brownies and bars, lots of potential there. Obviously, any of those drop cookie flavors can be made into a brownie or a bar, but let's not forget, probably number 3 on the bestseller list is brownies. And then there's specialty brownies where you're mixing ingredients into your brownies. Curious what your favorite specialty brownies are. I happen to love the peanut butter brownie, but I'm curious what you guys like in your brownies, in your specialty brownies, what sells well. There's blondies, and with blondies come all of the variations that you can add into blondies. I personally love the brown butter blondie. Brown butter blondie with white chocolate chips and cranberry is a little bite of heaven. How about Rice Krispie treats? Lots of you are selling Rice Krispie treats and adding flavors into them. I've seen key lime pie Rice Krispie treats, birthday cake Rice Krispie treats, tons of possibilities there. There's the Bronut, showed up on the brownies and bar category. Bronuts were the recipe of the month last week in my recipe club. And so if you're curious how to make a Bronut, I gave all the instructions for how to make a Bronut, including ordering links and all of the recipe details. So if you're not familiar with my recipe of the month club, it is a subscription service for $9. You get a complete recipe, all the ordering links, pricing, social media templates, and stock photos. So I'll drop a link if you're interested in just getting some recipes for some of these things. One recipe drops on the 1st of every month. Let's see, where are we? Granola bars. Granola bars have so much potential. That healthier for you choices category, if that makes sense, is a big one. So granola bars incorporating some whole grains, seeds and nuts, dried fruits, things like that. That's going to appeal to a very specific type of customer, and that customer is looking for treats. 7-layer bars. Some people call them Congo bars. Some people call them magic bars. Those are, some people even call them Hello Dollies. They have so many different names, but they're delicious. And those have been around forever, but they still sell. Fruit and oat crumb bars. So what I meant by that is any kind of layer of shortbread, layer of jam, layer of crumble topping. Those are delicious. Especially they make me think of fall just because of the different fruit fillings that you can put in there. And then from fall goes right into Christmas, and I've got gingerbread on that list too. So that's a lot, but I'm not done. I'm going to go for just a couple more minutes. I always try to keep these about 15 minutes, but I have one more category, and this could quite arguably be one of the most important ones because I want to talk about how you bundle things together now. So instead of just selling one off of any different type of menu item, think about how you can package things together to create another menu item. So could you do cookie bouquets or cookie variety packs where you're taking several of your top selling flavors, packaging them attractively, that's the key there, and creating a new item, a giftable cookie bundle. How about cupcake bouquets? I have seen some beautiful ones here in this group of bakers who are getting creative with putting cupcakes in a bouquet to look like a giftable, edible arrangement. I just coined the term. No, I didn't. I wish I had. All right. How about treat boxes? Treat boxes are definitely a staple on many, many menus. And this is where you assemble the treats and then you sell the box with the variety already chosen. So this is fun because you can do themes with it. You can do themes around an ingredient or themes around a time of year. And so just selling treat boxes could be an entire home bakery business on its own. S'mores kits, that would be amazing if you were a homemade marshmallow person or a homemade graham cracker person. I have made graham crackers before. I find that they don't have quite the crispness of a store-bought graham cracker, but still the flavor is insane. S'mores kits would be a really cute little thing that you could sell at a vendor event or as a way to showcase your homemade marshmallows. How about appreciation baskets? Teachers appreciation baskets, nurses appreciation baskets, administrative assistant, I think is what they call them now. A long time ago, they used to call it Secretary's Day, but now it's like Administrative Professionals Day. Any type of appreciation basket with a selection of things from your menu. So there are things that you can add to your menu where you're not actually baking more things, you're just repackaging them differently. And the theme here is giftable. I might even recategorize that one and call it giftable bundles. Cookie platters is a huge one rolling into the holidays here. So your cookie platter assortments, think about cookies that go well together, put them on a platter, come up with a price for the entire platter with a variety on there. It's great, good seller going into the holidays. Themed gift packages. So college move-in packages, we kind of tapped on that with appreciation baskets, but anything with a theme, somebody who loves lemon basket, somebody who loves, chocolate, sky's the limit with those. And then of course, subscription boxes. Subscription boxes can be an entire Hot Topics Live on its own, but subscription boxes are a great menu item so that people can commit to buying from you regularly at a special rate. Okay, so there you have it. That is my great big list of things that sell 2022 edition. Let me know what your favorite takeaway from this was. Did you pick up on something and you were like, of course, I need that on my menu? All right. So that was a ton of information. I hope that you got some good ones in there. You can go back and rewatch this so that you can go and get any that you missed. And as usual, I want to thank you so much for taking 24 minutes out of your day today to join me in today's Hot Topics Live. I think it was worth it. There was a ton of great info there. And I'll be back next week, same time, 2 p.m. Central, here in the Hot Topics, or here in the Home Bakery Business Tips group, to share more ideas with you on how you can grow your own home bakery business. All right. Bye, friends.